It's that pesky microscope again. He stole the sound. That grinchy little microscope stole my sound. So, good evening, everybody. I'm live. It's that pesky microscope again. Yep, I'm live. He stole the sound. There, I got it back now. So there. Okay. Should be fixed. I hope. There I are. Yeah, I was just on my soapbox anyway, so I don't know that it really mattered. I'm not anticipating having a whole lot of viewers tonight, since somebody's apparently got a little vendetta going against me, and they're moving their show around so that it overlaps mine and takes my moderators and my audience, because he's bigger and more powerful than me. So I'm just gonna be here. I'm gonna eat on camera because I haven't eaten. And if anybody wants to discuss metal detecting, we will. If anybody wants to make their presence known, that would be good too. I have learned that one of the reasons, hi Sheena, one of the reasons people are subscribing and then subscriptions are disappearing apparently is because they never post or show up in the live stream. So I guess the algorithms at YouTube decide that they're not real and remove them. I am so sorry for eating on camera, folks, but if I don't get something in my system, it's going to be a bad deal. So just had a little yogurt. That should hold me. I'm not going to do a real long stream tonight. And I do have a couple of metal detecting things I want to talk about, but I was hoping I'd have a few more people in here before I brought it up. But it's okay. People can watch it later if they so desire. This is why I'm doing a short show. I've had a really long day trying to get things for holidays done. I've gotten behind and I'm just not ready. Hi, Brandon Scott. Welcome, welcome. This is my metal detecting night. That's one of the things. I'm having to change the name of my show. It's a long story and it involves somebody's book. So anyway, I'm having to come up with another name for the metal detecting show. So, and please don't suggest Swinging with Susie, because then I'll really get every crackpot on YouTube. And I definitely don't need any more nut jobs. So there we go. I'll think up something witty and intelligent, or we might even have a contest to rename the show. We'll see how that all works out later on. Monday night will still be, as it is, the Lodo coin collecting show. And it's just the Wednesday night thing that has an issue. Speaking of issues, hello, Mr. M3. I'm so glad you have decided to grace me with your presence while you tear up my file cabinet with your blades. Yeah, you, dude. Stop. Excuse me while I discipline a kitty. No, we don't do that, Bubba. No, you can't do that. Oh, my goodness. Never a dull moment here at Susie Q's house. Hello, BC Treasure Trails. How's everything in the Great White North? Besides cold, of course. Alrighty. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got to change the name of the Wednesday night show, and we'll work on that after the first of the year. There might not even be a Wednesday night show anymore. Who knows? Anyway, oh, here he comes back to tear it up some more. Come on, Mr. M, don't be such a little mean-spirited little kitty. Hi. Yes, that's a kitty. I'm having a heart-to-heart here with the cat. You want to come and be on YouTube, Em? Huh? Want to come be on the TV? No. So you're going to leave that for Handy Andy's cats. When did you get shy all of a sudden? Huh? Come on, Bubby. Come on. Come on. Oh, Em. Oh, you big baby. There he is. There's the big babies. Say hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Now let me the heck go. All right. Em is not participating tonight, folks. I even took his name off the marquee. Maybe that's why. All righty. Well, let me see what has happened with the channel in the past few days. Like I said, somebody who doesn't like me very much has now made it a point to schedule their shows over mine. And, oh well, I'm not monetized. It's not going to hurt me. And if he thinks that's, you know, it's just so childish. So I'm going to pop in over there in a few minutes. And frankly, if my mods are over there, they're not my mods anymore. So anyway, because they can't be in two places at one time. And I have other people that are interested in being mods. So that being said, I got to tell my bad Christmas joke, and it's really true. No, it is true, but I've exaggerated it just a tad. Somebody asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and when I originally told this, I said this was to a family member, but it really wasn't. It was just to a friend of mine. Asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I told her I wanted a new coil and snake skins. And she screamed and said, "No coils and snakes." So I don't think I'm getting snake skins or a new coil this year, unless Santa Claus can explain to these people that these are metal detecting items and not slithering critters that are going to coil up and bite them. So apparently M3 has decided to supervise but not participate. He is down that way, sitting on my little cardboard file cabinet that he has turned into shredded wheat. I want the small coil for the simplex. That's the coil that I want. But I don't really have the funding. Uh-oh. Are we having problems? Yeah. Just for a second, I had a problem. Yeah, I really do want the small coil for the simplex, but it's not in my budget right now. Trying to pull it up here on the Kelly Co site, but I can't even find it right now. Anyway, I think it's trying to find it in here. I'm scanning through the coils. I don't even see it on here right now. But anyway, I do want a small coil That's what I was asking for. And asking for a small coil and snake skins together apparently brought visions of coiled cobras into my friend's head, and she just totally freaked out. Hi, Miss Southern Belle. Thank you so much for what you did. Miss Southern Belle did a marathon watch of mass quantities of It'sSusieQue96 last night to kind of see what I do and also to help with my viewing hours. So thank you, Miss Southern Belle. I'm sneaking over to your house, and in the dead of night, I'm going to sneak that little Volkswagen cooler you have. That is the coolest cooler ever. Absolutely cool. Papa Giorgio, good evening. I think I saw, who did I see? Swing for the Ring. My buddy up in Michigan. I'd like to be in Michigan right now, except that it's kind of like Florida. There's a lot of COVID up there right now. I'm one of the reasons I'm kind of behind is I was talking to a friend of mine today who his sister is a friend of mine also, and she was taken to the hospital in Ann Arbor, Michigan. She actually lives in Saginaw, but she was taken to the hospital in Ann Arbor with COVID, and another one of his aunts has it, and one of his uncles passed away from it. So I was on the phone with him for a while today because he does not have any internet access of any kind and was trying to get information. So I was going on different Facebook pages of his family members and trying to find somebody that would call him on his landline phone and let him know what's going on with his sister. So if I got any praying people in here tonight, this is totally off topic, doesn't have anything at all to do with metal detecting. But if I've got some folks in here that believe in the power of prayer, my friend Mary Lou Serrato is battling COVID. She is in the intensive care unit in the hospital in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So I would really appreciate if y'all could throw some prayers out there for her. Her husband was the drummer for Question Mark and the Mysterians during the period that their original drummer was in the military in the 60s. The original drummer is her brother. So it's all a family tie-in, and I work with that band. So we were having some, so y'all pray for my friend Mary Lou. She's a real sweetheart. Yes, I will. That's a good idea, Miss Southern Belle. My keyboard's still messed up from 2 weeks ago. I hope Santa brings me a new one. I spilled Coke in this one. The reason they took her to Ann Arbor is she is a high-risk patient, and she was there very sick a while back, and so all the doctors there know what her issues are. So her family decided to take her down there, which I think was a good call. Oh, yeah, I miss Mary Lou. Mary Lou's my dancing buddy. We go to the concert, and when you go to concerts, there's always some girls that are up in the front and they're dancing around like crazy. Well, that's Mary Lou and I. we are the dancing girls. So if y'all could put some prayers out for Mary Lou up there in Ann Arbor, I'd sure appreciate it. But anyway, that's how I got so behind all day, because I was doing things with the members of her family, trying to get all the news to everybody that needed it. It's a big family. Some of them don't have anything to do with the internet whatsoever. So that's how I got a little bit behind today. that, and that I just let everything go crazy. And back there on that table is wrapping paper and presents I haven't done anything with. And so that's tomorrow. While the cookies are baking, I will be taking care of that. And I hope I did not forget to get somebody's gift. Fortunately, I'm a crafty person, so as long as it's a lady and I forgot to get them a gift, I can make something real quick. Next on the agenda, I previewed this a little bit last week. My 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. I did, in fact, make the video today explaining how it's going to work. It's a little bit different than the normal giveaway in a number of aspects. So you need to go watch the video. My darling Handy Andy 736 has posted the link, and I'm so glad to see that they're letting us post links again. That was a little bit difficult when they would not let us put any links in the chat. It was supposedly a glitch of some kind in the YouTube software. So it looks like that might be fixed. It's pretty easy to understand, Papa Giorgio. Actually, it's going to be confusing as heck. No. What we're going to have is, since you guys are in here, I'll kind of share it with you. We have gifts. We will have multiple gifts in these little gifty boxes. Each gifty box is going to have a number on it. Every day, there will be a person selected from the people in live stream. You have to be there. That's the first part. You got to be there. The good news of that is these things are just going to pop up. There's no scheduled time. And I did that on purpose. You have to be subscribed, and you need to have your notifications set so you get all the notifications, because they're going to pop up at different hours of the day and evening. And the reason for that is not everybody can make a 6 o'clock show or a 5 o'clock show. So I'm trying to spread them out over different time periods. And there's an explanation of all that when you watch the video. I think the video is 2 minutes. So even Papa Giorgio's concentration span can hang on to that. Michael Swan 66. Hi, how you doing, honey? I was so glad to be seen again on Meryl's channel. Many months ago, I got into a little disagreement with my buddy Meryl up at Metal Detecting NYC. And it was in one of my less than cordial moods, and I used the F word at Meryl, and he muted me for months and months and months. And I have finally been unmuted. Now, what does that have to do with Michael Swan 66? Michael's a moderator. So I'm on my best behavior, Michael. I will not say no more F word to Meryl. Anyway, so there's actually 13 days in the giveaway, and you got to watch the video to understand why there's 13 in the 12 days of Christmas and why the 12 days of Christmas starts on Christmas. There will be more than 13 packages. There will be a couple of extras. I don't want it to get down to the last day. They have to take the last one, you know. So I want there to be a selection all the way to the end. And so there will be some extra ones. And the extra ones will become part of the prize for the 13th day, which is celebrating the Epiphany. So anyway, it's basically, that's what it is. Each one of these will have a prize in it, or will have a tag in it, something like this, indicating the prize if the prize is too large to fit in one of these. I did not want somebody saying, oh, that big one looks like a so-and-so, or it looks like a coin book, or it looks like a hat, so I'm going to pick that one. I put them all the same size. So that's basically it. Yeah, you got to be, definitely make sure you got your notifications set to see all my, to be notified when anything comes out from me, because otherwise you're going to miss those random drawings. And we don't want that, because there's going to be some pretty good stuff. And some of it is coin collecting related. Some of it's metal detecting related. And some of it is just general things, you know, groovy items. And we'll just see how it works. I was a little disappointed that most people didn't realize that the 12 days of Christmas actually start on Christmas Day. I saw a lot of people doing 12 days of Christmas things, and they started them 12 days before Christmas, or yeah, just on the 12th or whatever. Failing to understand there's an actual history of the 12 days of Christmas and what the whole religious significance of it is. So even though none of this is religiously oriented, I did want to explain a little bit about how the 12 days of Christmas really work. So that's coming up, starting Christmas. And I will tell you that the Christmas one, the very first giveaway of the 12 days of Christmas, that will be in the evening, because I'm going over to my niece's house. We have all tested for COVID and made sure we're all sanitary, as my friend Tommy would have said. So I'm going over there for my Christmas. It's like a mile down the road. And so sometime after I get back, I'm just going to sit down and log on. And yeah, there's some inside info, because you were here. You know, I'm not going to pop in on Christmas morning, and I'm not going to pop in the middle of Christmas Day. So see, there are little bonuses to showing up for the live stream. There really are. Speaking of which, I got to see something here real quick. I hate it when I'm vindictive, but I just have to check something. Ooh, I can't type. And it's probably a good thing in some cases that I can't. Okay. And that would be nice. Alrighty. I think I've got some serious lag on my my YouTube feed. It seems to be way behind. I'm trying to refresh my YouTube, because I can see things on my YouTube screen that I can't see on my StreamYard screen. So y'all bear with me on this. Somebody sent me a message saying that YouTube was frozen, and I don't think it is actually frozen. So just thought I'd look at it real quick and see what's going on. And it is lagging, that's for sure. And then we're going to talk about something I saw it last week. And before I could even mention it on my show, Liz, the Digging Canuck, said something about it. And so I'm gonna address it. Okay. Yep. Alrighty, I just found out something I needed to know. Anyway, I am so sorry. I'm just trying to get this thing caught up. It is like way lagged. So, I mean, like several minutes lagged, at least on my computer. So, I'll see where it really is. Now I just got the wheel of doom over there. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't like the StreamYard chat all that much. That's the only thing about it I don't like. Hi, the other Jimmy. There he is, the other Jimmy. All right. Anyway, since this is the metal detecting show, we're going to talk about a little bit of metal detecting. But what I want to talk about, like I said, I saw this happen last week on a video. And before I could even throw it out there, Liz mentioned it on her live feed last week. And what it was is there are a lot of these young guys, and I have no problem with young guys, but there are a lot of these young guys who have 150,000, million, whatever followers, and the money is pouring into their pockets, and they think they're 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and they don't have to go by the rules. And I used to watch a couple of these guys, and at the time I thought they were pretty cool, and then the more I watched them, I saw them do things that I really didn't think was cool. One of them was Memorial Day weekend, when everybody in Florida was pretty much supposed to be in lockdown, and these two little monkeys sponsored a party at a privately owned spring in Florida and had 30,000 of their closest non-mask wearing friends and party animals down there having a party. Well, of course, after that, a whole bunch of them went back to wherever they lived, and they all got sick. I lost a lot of respect for them then. Hi, Pennywise. Hi, Cynthia. So one of them is a guy named D Almighty. That's what he goes by. He's from Columbus, Georgia. I used to live not too far from him. And he started out picking up trash out of the river there. And then now he has 10 million subscribers. I'm not 10 million subscribers. Well, he's got a couple other buddies. One of them is a guy named Yappy Twan Twan. Well, that's Yappy's old channel, Yappy Twan Twan. He was pushing 1 million, and somebody hacked his account, so he says, and deleted all his videos. Now, then, of course, he comes right back with bigger and badder stories, and I'm not sure he really got hacked, but just say for the sake that he's telling the truth about that. So Mr. Yappy and his buddies, they kind of don't think the rules apply to them. And last week, Yappy released a video where he and his girlfriend and another channel, and I'm not 100% sure that guy's name, so I'm not going to mention it right now, but you can find it out if you want to go give them view time by watching what they did. They went up into North Georgia. Now, Yappy, I'm pretty sure, is from the Columbus, Georgia area too, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he and his girlfriend, a couple of their buddies, decide they're going to go metal detecting. And this is why I don't like entitled people. They went up just north of Atlanta and decided they were going to go metal detecting in a battlefield. Now think on this for a minute. If you know anything about the state of Georgia, no. All of the battlefields are protected. You don't go detecting in the battlefields. They're all part of state or national parks in the state of Georgia. It's a big, giant no-no. Hi, PD Sandigger, Mud Swat, Pennywise, Cynthia. I think I got everybody. Anyway, so these monkeys go up there to metal detect. And they're actually laughing in the video when the police come and tell them, you can't do that. They actually think it's funny. Now, Liz mentioned a little bit of it last week, but I went and got the link. I'm not going to give them a whole lot of time, but I did go on his page and say, look, dude, I was a subscriber, but you push the envelope just a tad too far here with this one, because you just don't do that. And it's why things like this are why metal detectorists get a bad name. So let's see if I can get just a little bit of it up here, just enough to see the attitude. Wait, make sure I got it big enough where you can see it. I didn't. I don't know what's going on here. All right, should have it here in a minute. But I want you to see their attitude about getting told they can't do this. There's absolutely no remorse whatsoever. Well, maybe they pulled this bad boy. We'll see if it ever queues. It doesn't seem like it wants to queue up now. But anyway, they just go up there and start digging around, looking for cannonballs and sabers and all of this doodah. And the cops come. 2 cop cars came, and they're laughing at the police coming. They think it's a big joke. And so me, I just flat out went on his page because I was a subscriber right up until that moment. And I just told him, hey, dude, you stepped one too far. That is exactly why we can't get permissions to do things. Because you got young kids with a pile of money that think they're entitled, and they don't bother to go find out what the rules are. They just go in there, woohoo, let's go find some stuff. Thanks, Yappy. You just made it even harder for people that live in Georgia. I don't live there anymore, but I did for many years. Cynthia Swearingen, I know she lives there. It's already hard enough to get a permission in Georgia. You don't need a spoiled little yappy twine down there busting up things in protected areas. I mean, personally, I don't understand the logic of leaving the stuff in the ground. I think it would be far better if the things were actually, if you were allowed to dig the stuff up,
Need to send money internationally? Download the Western Union
I'm trying to get this yappy.
app. Available 24/7 to over 2.
And he's got an ad, of course, because he's monetized. Come on, ads. Shut it. Skip ads. Okay, we might have him now. Now the spinning wheel is back. Oh, well, it may just randomly pop on at some point. I'll just leave the screen like that for now, just to see if it ever shows up. Yeah, it really, really, and what I thought was interesting was that Liz, Digging Nook up in Canada, saw it, and she was like, oh, here we go, guys. See if I can. But you can already tell just by looking at his face that he thinks it's funny.
This is not good. Two police officers. There they go.
See, they think it's funny.
I can't believe Kim!
They might double back.
They think it's funny.
Wait till they leave!
Oh my god.
Here comes Kim. You made it.
Take this thing out of my hand. I don't want it.
What's up, guys? It's Yappy. Today we're going to be metal detecting a battlefield in Atlanta, Georgia. At this...
Oh, he may be cute, but he just set metal detecting in Georgia back about 20 years. So, no, normally, BC, I don't have that issue. I can have 3 or 4 things open. I run video clips every Wednesday night, and that's, I think what it is a lot of people are watching his stuff. But no, normally I can run my stream, my YouTube, and a couple of other windows without any issue. So I don't think that was a bandwidth issue on my end. So yeah, he's cute, and that's part of the problem. He's cute, and he's got a lot of money. And they just went out there and just started digging without a permission. And, you know, I think maybe he did it on purpose. So he could do a video where he's like, oh, the cops came, the cops came. Yeah, yeah, moron, the cops came. Good thing some other metal detectorist wasn't in there, not detecting, just walking around. But I'm going to use Yappy. Little Yappy Twan Twan is an example of why you should check the regulations where you are going to be detecting. I am from Florida. I was raised in Florida. There, I cannot metal detect in my hometown. It's against the law, and they are vicious. If you are inside the city limits of Orlando, Florida, and they catch you detecting on anything other than a private yard that you have permission for, they'll take your detector away from you and take your little butt down to the jailhouse. Hadn't happened to me, but it's happened to people I know. Now, Orange County, where Orlando is situated, you can metal detect. And then it gets more interesting. Seminole County, right next door, Seminole County, you cannot metal detect. But some of the cities within it, it's okay. Now, why do I think that one is so crazy? Because Kelly Co. Metal Detectors, which is one of the biggest metal detecting distributors in the world, is in Seminole County, Florida, where you can't metal detect. What the heck? Come on, Seminole County. Polk County, Florida. You have to have a permit. It's not hard to get once you figure out how to get it. Pinellas County, Florida. Some places you can, some places you can't. Depends on if you're in the county or the city or whatever. Hillsborough County, where Tampa is located. Technically not supposed to, but they kind of turn a blind eye to it most of the time. Point is, all of those places, all along the I-4 corridor, they all have different rules. They all have different rules. I have a City of Ocala metal detecting permit. I have a county permit. I think it's Marion County, for the county where Ocala is. I have to have 2 separate permits for that same place. Now, Petey, is that a law, or is that just something that he has arbitrarily made the decision of? There's a big difference there. If it's, oh yeah, go detect Disneyland. Oh honey, I used to, yeah, anyway, we won't even talk about Dismal World. Other parts of Florida, there's counties that you can't. Lake County, can't detect in Lake County. Georgia was really strange. I lived in Georgia for 2 years, and I did finally find a few places I could detect, but Georgia's real strict. And particularly when it comes to parks, state parks, anything like that. And I also have a New York City metal detecting permit. I was supposed to go up there this past April, and then COVID came, so the event I was going to got canceled. But I guess I'll have to get my permit again for New York City, because at some point I will be going up there. It's on my bucket list of things to do right after moving back to Michigan. And anyway, I just wanted to bring that yappy thing out in the open, because number one, don't support channels that do stuff like that. They make it really, really hard on legitimate detectorists. These guys are not, they're not even hobby detectorists. They're kids that made a bunch of money doing other things, who they got all this money by doing all these other things, gaming and scuba diving and whatever. They made all this money, and so they can go out and buy toys right and left. They buy boats and jet skis and trucks and metal detectors. And when they first started with their metal detecting, I liked what they were doing. They were going into water and finding things that people had dropped off of their inner tubes or whatever. And I enjoyed watching their underwater stuff. And they always, they always seemed to have permissions. But as they got bigger and bigger and bigger, they just, there's an unwritten rule that you just don't do it unless you've checked everything out first. Make sure you have a permission. That's a biggie. Make sure you have a permission. Make sure you leave the place as nice or better than you found it. There's just a little bit of common respect that these guys are no longer presenting in their videos. They now think it's funny to go into a state park and dig up relics. And if you noticed, the girlfriend ran out in the woods and hid until the cops came, and then she came back and she still had the things that she dug up. Now, I don't know. I'll truthfully tell you, I did not watch the whole video because I'm not going to give him the watch time. But the very fact that he was laughing about the cops being there told me he has no respect for the hobby of metal detecting and no respect for the police officers. So, bye, Yappy. I hope they catch you again. Do it in Orlando, Florida, where they'll arrest you. Okay, I'm off of my Yappy soapbox. Miss Southern Belle. I also make jewelry. I have a whole nother channel, actually, called It'sSusieQue Jewelry and Decor. And so I do a lot of handcrafted items, which is a good thing because I didn't have much money for Christmas this year. And so some people are getting handcrafted, and I hope they don't mind. That's just the way it's gonna be. All righty. Some people have come in since I reiterated what is happening with the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. So, Andy, if you would be so kind as to throw that link to the video up one more time. Hi, Jimmy Lacari. Merry Christmas to you too. I got half of my Santa hat on here. Miss Southern Belle, I used to wire wrap, but I have arthritis in my thumbs really bad now, and I cannot make the smooth turns like I used to, so I don't do it anymore. Once in a while I'll do a small piece, but I used to do it. It's just I'm 67 years old and my hands won't cooperate. Anyway, if you notice, the little pom-pom is missing off my Santa hat. We do not have to say where that went or who might have thought that was a toy, but I'll have to sew that back on later. Mr. M helped himself to that. Yeah, that was a yappy rant, wasn't it? And I just yapped and yapped and yapped. But I wasn't the first person to bring it up. I got to give my kudos. Several days ahead of me, the Digging Canuck, Liz, already has commented on that. So anyway, make hemp braided necklaces and bracelets. Cool. All right. Yeah, that's when you're not out wading around in the Great Lakes picking up gold rings and stuff. Isn't that right? Swing for the ring. I bet it's a little too cold to go out there right now. So maybe you better stick to the hemp braided necklaces and bracelets till the weather warms up a tad. Yeah, M3 kind of, he didn't really steal it. He was playing with it, and I don't think it was attached very well, and it just kind of came off, and I know where it is. So I think it was only glued on. I don't think it was actually sewn to the hat. So I don't think he meant to. It just, it's kind of like this Christmas card that I got. And I shared this once before, but I'm going to share it again because this is 100% M3. It says, the humans have added shiny, fragile toys to the tree, and yet I am not allowed near it. Their evil knows no bounds. And as you can see, my friend labeled that as M3 because she understands. And I did finally figure out, I mentioned Monday night, I got a Christmas card from someone, and I did not know who it was. I did not know if it was someone from the coin stream. Oops, I dropped my keyboard. I did not know if it was someone from the coin stream or from the metal detecting stream. And as it turns out, it was not from either one of them. A couple of weeks ago, one of my longtime friends got a hold of me. Okay, PD, thank you. Make sure you got your notifications on so you can get in on the giveaways. Merry Christmas. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, one of my longtime friends contacted me. I am a retired professional genealogist. I worked for Ancestry.com back in their early days before they turned into the corporate conglomerate that they are now. And a lady that she worked with was having some trouble filing for Social Security because she did not have all the information regarding her first husband. They were not married for very long, but I guess Social Security needed it for whatever reason. And anyway, her husband had been tragically killed in a motorcycle accident. And she did not have some of the information that she needed to complete all the paperwork they wanted. And so my friend got a hold of me and said, hey, can you help my friend? She needs to find out his exact birthday. She needs to find out his Social Security number. She needs to find out these little pieces of info. So I sat down and did it, and it took me maybe 30, 40 minutes. I also found high school yearbook pictures and an obituary and some other things. And so I sent them off to my friend, and she gave them to her friend. And that's who the Christmas card was from. I couldn't figure out who in the world this was from. And now I just figured it out, that it was from a lady that I did a little random act of kindness for. So, actually, my jewelry is mostly packed up right now, Miss Southern Belle, but let me see if I can find the link to my other channel, and you can see some of it over there. Now that they're allowing us to put links in it. So kind of them. I don't know what that deal was all about, but there for about 4 or 5 days, we could not put any links in the chat, and it was really messing some people up. Yeah, it's like a lot of channels that rely heavily on reviewing products and sending people to other channels could not do that. Okay. Yeah, I did not know. I did not make the name association because the last name of the lady on the card was different than the person that she had me doing the research for. So I didn't realize. Oh, yeah. I'm doing this real quick here. My other channel, in case you're interested in it. That is my other channel. So Miss Southern Belle can go look, or anybody else that wants to either, as far as that goes. I am like 2 days behind on getting ready for Christmas, and I have a feeling that a lot of people in the channel probably are as well. So I'm going to make this one a short one because I'm going to be on starting on Christmas for the next 13 days. So I think I'm going to go have some food and get the rest of these gifts wrapped. I still have 2 gifts I have to make. So I want everybody to have a very Merry Christmas. Please make sure that you are all set with your subscriptions and notifications so that you can get notified when the live streams pop up for the giveaways. Because I'm not going to go chase people down. If only 2 people show up, you got a 50% chance of winning the prize that day. So That's how it works. And I was right, by the way. I did go and look at that other channel, that the guy that is intentionally streaming over me now. And sure enough, 3 of my moderators are over there. So I'll be picking some new moderators after the first of the year. But I'm keeping Handy Andy 73.6 because he is the world's best moderator. I love him. He's a good boy. Go watch the Handy Andy 73.6 channel. You'll like it, I promise. Oh, and I did put out some metal detecting videos this week, so go watch those too. I'm slap happy, folks. I need to go finish my Christmas and go to bed. Merry Christmas, everybody. I will see you on Christmas Day. Sometime on Christmas. Don't expect it to be too early. I am not a little kid anymore. I don't get up at 5 a.m. and run down to try to open my gifts. I'm pretty sure I don't even have any gifts here to open. So, but I got some at the other house, so I'll go there. All right, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas from M3, the little stinker. And we'll see y'all Christmas Day for the 12 days of Christmas. Bye, everybody.